Look. Let's move right on. Who do we miss out on? Talked about Cornelius Lucas. Let me go to Jonathan Allen. Now, obviously, he gets the deal. I believe it's what 3 years, 60 mil from the
something like
Vikings.
that. Hmm.
Yeah. Um, we knew that there was a possibility. Shout out to Ab. He had talked about it all throughout the or through towards the end of the season. Once he got hurt, he was already trying to leave last year. Um, are we didn't want him to go, but we understand. Like, what are your thoughts on him moving elsewhere?
I think the best part here, which makes the most sense, is what you just have here. Jonathan Allen, released on March 7th, creating $16.35 million in cap. It was just a business decision with him.
Yep.
Give
Yeah.
me 1 second. I'm gonna cough.
Mm.
Sorry. Um, it was simply a $16 million is something we could use elsewhere.
Hmm.
Or your player, your contract makes you expendable, and that's what they
Hmm.
did. And I think you're going to see they did that with Wiley. They said we are either going to cut you or you need to restructure. He restructured. I think you're going to see more of those types of decisions. Excuse me, out of this front office. You take over.
Yeah. No, and that's something that I think was key. That it's not personal. It is business. And we knew coming into this year that Jonathan Allen was already talking about leaving. And that was 1 year under everything that we had. Like he was ready to go. So this isn't such a shock. It wasn't such a surprise. Um, I don't know. It's just one of those things where you just have to up and move on. And then you also look at the other moves that we're making, and it's not. This move isn't one of those that's like, oh damn, no, we let him go. It's one of those like, kind of sucks. Good luck to you, but we've made some moves on the back end. So that one, I don't think we missed out on. Um,
I think
but
it
again,
hurt.
we'll see.
I mean, from an emotional standpoint, it definitely
Right.
hurt losing Jonathan Allen. I wasn't ready for that, and I think I probably would have rather said goodbye to Deron Payne, and I think they would have too from all the accounts. But it's all about the contract. Now next
Yeah.
year, Deron Payne has a contract that's movable. Look for
Mm,
him to get released next year. But what's kind
yeah.
of interesting then is watching what have they done? They brought back Cleveland Farrell.
Hmm.
They brought back Sheldon Day. They actually, breaking news, brought back Jalen Holmes just as we're on air doing this.
Nice.
So, and
Nice.
he was a key contributor to that run game. So they brought back a bunch of pieces, and then we're going to talk about the new pieces in a little bit, who they added to help with the run. And basically, they said last year didn't work. We need to break things up and move on, and that's what they did with Allen. And
Yeah.
so so that one, it's just business. When
Hmm.
it comes to who do they miss out on, I don't have any player that was signed elsewhere that I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. We didn't
Right.
get this guy. Like, there really wasn't. There were some guys that I was hoping for. I think the only one, and this one is such a low priority, but I had my eyes on um, Nick Westbrook Akinney,
Yeah.
the wide receiver from
Titans.
the Titans, and the fact that
Uh-huh.
he signed, I think, with Miami for 2 years, $6.5 million. So we're not talking about an expensive signing right here. So that part, I was like, man, like we couldn't go after that. But I also kind of like Mike Williams as a big target, and he went
Mhm.
back to San Diego / LA. But that's no big deal. I mean, did I have my eyes on Joey Bosa? Sure. But I don't
Mhm.
blame him for going to the Bills, and he got a lot of money. Like, we didn't throw out a lot of money except for Kinlaw. That was the only like big dollar contract in free agency we signed out there. So I'm not feeling like we missed out on anyone I really wanted. What about you?
Yeah, no, I mean, I kind of feel the same way. I mean, I look at some of the signings and some of the things, some of the directions people went. Obviously, Cooper Cup was somebody that I was kind of talking about, but I wasn't trying to pay that price tag. We made the joke about Chase Young. I wasn't really feeling like that. I wanted to see what they would do in the secondary if they were going to go after somebody big, but there wasn't anybody that I said, this is the guy I want. Like, that's
Right.
the guy I want. And so for me, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's really at this point not that big of a deal, but just because of the fact that we have made certain moves, so you can start to see what direction we're going in. Um, and then you just look at the Debo and then Larry Tunsil, and you're just like, that's good. I mean, these are flashes I wanted, as opposed to throwing lots of money somewhere where it's a guy that maybe we like a little bit. I think the moves that they made with these guys are great. Real quick, want to say, Cameron said, "What's up?" Chucky's watching. Anton said, "What's up, fellas?" Brandon said, "What's up?" Brandon said, "I miss Jonathan Allen in the burgundy and gold, but not for 20 mil a year." Oh yeah. Anton said, "I'm glad for our safety pickup from the Saints as well." I think Will Harris.
Mhm.
And then 100. Anton said 100% Sean, and it means something for all of them to re-sign that Mariota aura. So absolutely, shout out to all you all watching the show. Appreciate y'all being in here. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, no, I'm with you, man. So is there anybody that maybe we'd let go of, or
No, and I
you know?
think you saw that, there was a lot of money being spent on there was a lot of overspending happening here. Like,
Mm-hmm,
does a guy like Paulson Adebo deserve that
mm-hmm,
contract that he got from the Giants, where he's getting 54 million, 18 guaranteed, or 38 and a half guaranteed? No, and so it's like we didn't go chasing just because we know we've got positions that need to be improved. We didn't just go chasing dollars to say, well, we fixed it in free agency. We've done what we were
yeah,
supposed to do. So at that point, I do like that. But like you said, the Tunsil and Debo trades were just as good as some of these free agents that were out there, or probably even better because they're established players and you got to absorb their contract, which in some cases is better than some of these free agent signings. So I'm
yeah.
not sweating who we didn't sign.
No, I'm not either, and I'm especially not sweating somebody by the name of De'Ami Brown that I had to deal with his whole time in Washington. Look, sir, look, I am happy that you got paid. Okay, go collect your money in Jacksonville. 10 million did your thing. I'm happy for you. All right. If you start showing up and dominating out there, we are going to have words. I'm going to tell you that right now because I have been your most staunch supporter here in the DC area, and you have let me down. But
Mm-hmm.
more power to him. I'm glad they did not go and try to chase that because we talked about that he was going to be going after the bag. He wanted to try to get paid, and hey, somebody paid you. More power to you. Well, Christian Kirk. I did. You and I talked about him before the Debo thing. That was somewhere where I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I would love to. He's close with Cliff. He knows quality receiver. Ready to get paid. I was looking in that direction. The Debo thing definitely threw that out the window. But that is, if you want
He
to
he
call
got
somebody,
he got traded though, so it was out of our hands at that point.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Uh, take Philly, man. He sit on the bench.
Right?
Yeah, I
Right?
would too. I would too. So yeah, but nobody really else that I'm thinking about.
I might
So,
teach my son how to long snap. That can be his career if he wants to
bro,
play football.
look, I'm telling you, they can't touch the long snapper.
Nope.
He did a scholarship on that. Let's go. Let's go. You just start practicing. All right, here we go. Snap to the daddy. Snap
Yep.
to the daddy. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Oh man. Oh, Christian Kirk. You mean Kirk Cousins? I hear he's a Christian. Oh Lord, yeah, he is. And he's still on
Enjoy
your team
enjoy
too.
that enjoy that expensive backup.
Right. He's still on that team. Oh man. All right, look, we're gonna take a quick breather, hit you with a quick commercial, and we're gonna come back on the other side. We're gonna look at our signings, look at who's still available, and look at what positions must be upgraded through the draft. We will be right back.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go. The Washington Commanders There it is.